How to Eat to Live, Book 2, by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Chapter 27, Hog Made of Cat, Rat, and Dog. Eat 1 meal a day, or 1 meal every other day, if you are able to. And eat the food that Allah has prescribed for us. Stay away from the poisoned food that dresses the Christian's table. You do not have to eat every variety of food on the earth to be healthy, for 2 varieties of good food is sufficient. There are good vegetables for you to eat, and there's good fruit for you to eat. And if you want some meat, there is some good meat growing out there you can eat without eating the poisoned meat, the pig. The white man's greatest desire is that you do that which breaks the divine law by eating this poisoned flesh. Everything God says, thou shalt not do, He says, thou shalt do. You watch him. He is not a friend of God, nor is he a doer or a lover of his law. They were made by nature to be opposers to God and his law and the righteous people. And you see them living other than divine law. They are always in trouble, always sick, fighting and disagreeing with each other. No people should expect peace and contentment who are opposed to the law of God or obedience to Him that brings us into such conditions of life. Since God has exposed them and exposed the hog, they now will say to you, cook it thoroughly done, and it is all right to eat. It is not all right to eat if you cook it thoroughly and kill every pork worm there is in it. The actual flesh then is still poison and is divinely prohibited flesh that you should not even touch, not to think of eating it, for it was not made to eat. It was made for medical purposes for the white race. And I have taught you time and again that God taught me. They did not make the hog to be taken as a food, but made it for medical purposes. Since there is a poison in it, the flesh of swine will cure most any kind of disease. Take a slice of this fatty and salty pork, and you have a boil on you someplace, full of fever. Lay a piece of fat on it, and it will soon draw it out. It is a medicine and not food. This is not all it will do in a curing way. I do not have time and space here to put this in this article, but the white man knows, and he will bear me witness that I am teaching you the truth of this hog. Medical scientists and our own doctors are fast learning, since I have been writing this article on how to eat to live, and are now cooperating with me and agreeing with me that the hog is a poison that we should not eat, though they may be eating it themselves. But they have to acknowledge the truth. Some of them are intelligent enough now for the last few years to start getting away from eating it. Who wants to eat the combination of these fleshes, cat, rat, and dog? This is what the hog is made of, the dog, cat, and rat. And the Bible teaches you that he is from a mouse. Read Isaiah chapter 66, verse 17. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. The so-called American Negro is a product of evil and filth, produced by the white man of slavery. He is more a true believer in the evils and filth of the white man than the white man himself. As it is written, Bible, when he, devil, makes a convert, he makes him 7 times more the child of hell than himself. This is the so-called American Negro. He is turned into a person 7 times worse than he originally was. So, do not think that you are divinely safe eating pork after you think you have cooked it so done you have killed the porkworms in it. The flesh alone, not to say eating it, is divinely prohibited to touch. This the white man knows, but what does he care? He eats anything. Eat to live and come follow me. Purchase the books, CDs, and DVDs of the life-giving teachings at store.finalcall.com. Listen to the messages of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan 24/7 at finalcallradio.com. Watch the Nation of Islam's weekly and live broadcasts at NOI.org.